it's summer. There we go. Now I've got my voice. Um, we have a video today about advice for new systems or advice for people who think that they may be a system. Specifically, a Christian thinking that they may be a system. This video was recommended to us by someone who asked us if we had a video of this kind of nature, and we realized that we didn't, and so this is why we are making this video. Now, I am recording this video even though I formed after the system was discovered, because I have access to a lot of the emotions that Nova felt when she was going through it. And we as a system are wanting to be more active with this channel, hence why I'm filming it and Nova isn't. I have Mia in my ear currently. She also wants to film a segment for this video. I'm not quite sure what she'll want to say, but I think once I finish filming she'll probably jump out and record as well. One big thing that will be very helpful for you if you are a Christian and you're starting to think you might have DID, or you're starting to think you might have OSDD. Being a Christian and being a system are not mutually exclusive. There are many Christians around the world who experience DID and OSDD. You can have both DID and be a Christian. And it is important to remember that if you are a Christian who has DID and OSDD, it does not necessarily mean you're demon possessed. In fact, it may mean you're not demon possessed at all. Being DID and OSDD and other dissociative disorders are created by a child's mind to protect you from things that should have never happened. Experiencing DID and OSDD is not a moral failing. Going through trauma is not a moral failing, and it was not your fault. We recommend doing research just a little bit into DID and OSDD, both from medical professionals and systems as well. There are some Christian DID systems on Instagram who post about being Christian with DID. There's us here on YouTube. There's other Christians who have DID and OSDD. Reaching out to these systems can be incredibly helpful. There are 2 Facebook groups that we've discovered that are for Christians with DID and OSDD. There are other Facebook groups for systems in general. We know that there are groups on Discord, though we can't vouch for any of them. There are amazing resources on Instagram, but we do have a little bit of a warning. Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, it's not. There are some amazing creators on Instagram that are a great place for information and encouragement and support, but do be careful. Social media can be rife with toxicity, whether that be on Facebook or Instagram or anywhere else. So do be wary with Don't just blindly trust any creator just because they say they have DID. But do look at resources from medical professionals, especially those who specialize in dissociative disorders and DID. Have a look at the DSM and the ICD and the other medical places that have a list of symptoms for DID and OSDD. Doing research with both the lived experiences and medical professionals can be incredibly helpful. Creating a support system is essential. People you trust and therapists, but we do have a warning here. Not all Christians will see you as valid or saved or any myriad of other things, because some Christians do not understand mental health. So please be careful with opening up in your Christian community. It can cause more trauma. But if you trust someone, then they may be a good support system for you. Do not let your DID become common knowledge. Yes, you need a support system, but it is dangerous for your DID to be common knowledge. Be incredibly wary of people who try to become your therapist or tell you they know techniques to help you process your trauma, especially if they don't have a degree. If they are not a paid professional whom you are paying to help you, do not go to them for trauma processing. What they are doing is a manipulation tactic designed to keep you at their whim. What they are doing is not designed to help you, but is designed to control you and keep you dependent upon them. Going to therapy is incredibly helpful, even if it's not specifically for your DID, but it is something to help you manage daily life. That would be great. It may take years to become diagnosed, and you may experience medical backlash. Our doctor would not diagnose us with anything other than anxiety and depression. It wasn't until our therapist diagnosed us with both PTSD and DID that our doctor acknowledged that we had these conditions. And it may take many, many years to be diagnosed. But just because you are not diagnosed doesn't mean you're any less valid. Diagnosis is very much a privilege. Do not explore your trauma. It will be revealed to you in time when you are ready to start processing it. You may not realize you have trauma. You may think, why do I have alters but I don't have PTSD? Or I didn't go through anything bad. You may not remember your trauma. You may know what your trauma was. You may have some inkling. But you may not know the depths of what you have been through. And DID is specifically designed to keep it that way. Exploring too quickly, delving in too deeply is incredibly dangerous and may set you back years. But you are not going insane. You may think you're making it up, but most people who are making things up know they are making it up. This disorder is designed to be confusing, it's designed to be hidden, and it's designed to probably never be uncovered. That doesn't make it any less real. you are not alone in this journey. Things that can help you, even if you're not exploring your trauma, things that can help you are things like journaling, creating videos, be creative. Have an outlet for the things you see, hear, and feel. Your techniques for processing them. We didn't always make videos as the Rose System. We started off with videos that we made for ourselves that we uploaded to a private YouTube channel just so that we had a record. You don't even have to post it online. In fact, it may be wise not to. Just have videos where you can talk to yourself and watch these videos back, journaling, writing things down, being creative, doing art. There are many ways for you to process the things that are going on, and processing will help you understand them. We know people who have private, hidden TikTok accounts specifically used to help alters communicate with each other. We know people who use Discord or apps like Antar or Simply Plural. There are resources out there to help you through this. But the thing is to not rush it. This is a disorder that for most people is lifelong. This is a disorder where your system will come to you when they are ready for you. Yes, some things will be uncovered sooner than you plan, but things will come to you when they are ready to be released. Take your time. You are on a lifelong journey. Every altar exists for a reason, even the ones who you struggle to get along with. Every altar needs patience and love and acceptance. Every altar has a purpose. Every altar has a role in keeping you safe as a child. Some altars express this in a way that is not necessarily healthy, but every altar exists for a reason, and they need patience and love. And with that, be careful with how you talk about your altars and the ways you describe them and label them. When Nova started her journey of discovering her DID, she knew about Mist and Mia and Little A, and she had labelled them as the happy child, the sad child, and the angry/mean one. And that is because she didn't have better language. And whilst Mia and Little A and Mist were understanding of these labels, others in the system have not been. And Nova has had to prove herself time and time again when dealing with alters who are painted in a worse light. She has had to work hard to get persecutors on her side. She has had to work hard to get alters who hold intense anger on her side because of the initial language she used to describe her system. Labeling there are ways to talk about your alters without these alters, without using language that can be seen as negative. You can talk about your alters with numbers. It's something that Nova has done, and writing down descriptors of these altars, but not using these descriptors as labels and as names. It will take time before you learn the names of your altars. Communication with your system will be very hard, especially to begin with. Nova has been aware of her DID for quite some time now, and there are still altars who she cannot communicate with. There are systems in place that can help you communicate with your collection, your system. You can use things like telephone, you can journal, you can make videos. There are ways for communication to occur. Take your time, be patient. Not everything will happen all at once, because if it did happen all at once, then it would be over and there would be no coming back. The reason it is a lifelong journey is so that you can process bit by bit. You can process in your own timing without rushing things. But you are not alone. There are many, many people around the world with DID and OSDD. There are many systems who are Christian. There are many, many places you can go to for help. There are YouTube channels, Facebook groups, Facebook accounts, Instagram accounts, Discord groups. There are organizations and resources that are available to help you. You are not alone in this journey. But I suppose the biggest thing, the biggest help, will be turning to God in all things. Your DID happened because God allowed it to happen, and yes, that can be scary. But your DID is this incredibly creative protection mechanism designed to keep you sane and designed to enable you to survive your childhood. Your DID is a protection mechanism that God enabled you to create. And your DID is a powerful testament of His goodness, because He gave you a way out when there was no way out. Be a part of a Christian community that supports you in your faith and encourages you in your faith. Be wary of Christian support that focuses only on the negatives. Yes, the negatives are there. And yes, the negatives are important. But there is so much goodness. There is so much hope, and there is so much light. Find Christians who encourage you in your faith. Christians who encourage you to deepen and strengthen your relationship with God. Suffering is a part of this world. Trauma is a part of this world. But there is goodness out there. So take the time to be aware of it. Take the time to explore it. Turn to God in prayer. Have people pray for you. A support network is the way to get through this. Having people you can turn to when you're having a rough day. They don't necessarily need to know you have DID, but having someone you can say, hey, I'm having a rough day and I need help. Someone who will sit with you in the darkness. Someone who acknowledges that darkness is a part of the Christian walk. But the thing is, you will get through this. You will get through this, and there will be a time where you are whole again. When you are healed, whether that be functional multiplicity in the next life or final fusion in the next life. We don't know what the next life will look like, but we know that it is good and that it will be perfect and you will be healed and that the next life will be what you need it to be. I'm going to stop recording here before I start crying. I'm going to let Mia take over. Hey, it's Mo. It's just jumping on super quickly. We're going to split this video into two parts, so we'll have Mia's part a little bit later on. So Summer spoke about if you are someone who is discovering that you have DID, as from the perspective of if you are the host, if your system has a host. Mia's perspective is from someone who already knows they are a system and is in the process of being discovered. So alters who are being discovered. Mia has a message for you. We hope this video helps, and we hope that you will be blessed by it. Please know you are loved by the incredible God of the universe, and we will see you in part 2. Bye.